Oh, what's happening, dudes? It is your boy SolTheSeeker, once again back with the wonderful Death Violence. Wait, we didn't even pick up your hey-o then.
Yo.
Hey-o, there it is.
My Discord doesn't really like me, I apologize.
Yeah. It's taken at this many episodes to work that one out. You know. Welcome to the Sun-Dried Bunnies Podcast. Once again, we are back for a Halloween-themed edition. That's right, this is the last episode before Halloween, and it is October, isn't it? DV is the best. Hydrate from Spidey. She's straight in there. She didn't waste any time, did she? Thank you so much for the tier 3 resubs of FPG and Big Patats. You wonderful individuals. Thank you so much. I've been crying because of their generosity, I'll be honest with you. I restart my computer real quick. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Oh, fuck her off then. Unbelievable.
How dare you.
Comes in here and subscribes at tier 3 and it's like, I'll restart my computer now. Oh, unbelievable. What, does she want this content or not? No worries. I know Charlene's there. Hey Charlene, how you doing? Welcome in. Oh, what a week it's been.
A week?
A week with no death violence. I know that much.
Yeah. I've gone off radar.
Yeah. Wednesday came around and I said, where is my art?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
One more week. And I'll be back.
Hey, there we go. All good. I've had one hell of a bloody week. Talk about roller coaster week. Oh my word! Like we had Big Potato on the podcast last week, right?
Right.
And we preceded Big Potato Appreciation Night, which was amazing. Everyone came out and gave loads of cheers and thank yous and appreciations to Big Potato, as much deserved. And you as well. Your video was included. Everyone, thank you for doing that. Appreciate that very much.
Cool.
Potato was overwhelmed, although she did say to me, I wish I did react more on there. She didn't want it to appear ungrateful, you know.
No, I get it. Nota's the same way. Like, you'll give him something that's like super amazing, and he's just like, thanks. Yeah. And I'm like,
but she is feeling it, you know.
He actually like it. So no, I totally get that.
I didn't tell her that when the clips were playing, I was going to keep her on the screen, but I was going to disappear. So she was. I said, watch the screen, and so you can actually hear it, because you won't hear it through Discord. And so she's watching it, and then I just disappear off the screen. She's left there like. And
That's so funny.
And there is a slight delay as well. So.
Oh yeah, because of Twitch.
So she's still watching it, and I'm coming back going. She's like, I ain't done yet.
I don't get it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. Give me my moment. Butt out. But she was very kind, very grateful for it. We are, ladies and gentlemen, we were just talking about your patats. We thought we'd talk about you while you're at the room, so it gives you a reason to watch back the whole thing later. Yes, FPG, thank you for the raid as well. I didn't, as I said, I said thank you for the raid, so I didn't say thank you for the raid, but I appreciate it very much. I was able to hang out with FPG earlier on, and thank you for the Grand Theft Auto series. Yeah, I saw him fall to his death several times, and a bit of a berg.
It'd be like that.
Yeah, it was all good stuff. Big Potato, all good stuff. We are here with our special guest tonight, which we'll bring on just in a few moments. Who you can know from the title, who you're anticipating. I died one, you ass.
Yeah, called out.
Yeah, well, that was words. So, I mean, maybe if he forms them correctly, it might correct an insult. Anyway,
when you only got one ass, you can only die once.
That's very true, actually. Anybody? Yeah.
I got you. Don't worry.
You got me covered. But yeah, so it started with Big Potato Appreciation Night. That was great. I had a great stream the next night. The next night I had to cancel because I had to film this Blackadder episode, which was amazing. No, I don't know if the end result was amazing, but me filming it's great. I'm hoping to get some outtakes compiled together for next week. I really enjoyed myself. Eddie did as well. I mean, it's a dream come true, honestly, to recreate Blackadder of all things. But yeah, it was great. And then everyone saw my porn stash, as it was labelled.
Oh, we love it.
Yeah, but for some reason, as soon as I put that on, my manner changed. You're a new man. I became General Melchett. I just felt the character in it. It was like when Hugh Laurie there's a great moment in that where he says to the German guy opposite him, he says, Smithy, have you seen any German spies in the hospital? And because he's German, he goes, 9. so he reacts with 9. Oh my god. That's the best line. Just trying to get that line down. I did it several times, and you can see, I think you can see when you watch it back, there is just love in my eyes to do that one line. Just we go, 9. You're back in your normal spot now.
I am.
Oh my word, you are. You've been sitting here with me for about 21 minutes and I've not even realised. Okay. Oh, well, you are. Because I was going to ask you about the deep clean.
It's almost done. I got rid of a whole bunch of stuff in this room. It doesn't look like it, but there was a table over here. It's gone. Oh right. There's some drawers that are gone. There's a bunch of art supplies that are gone. I'm working on cleaning the living room today. It's been a hiatus.
Have you cat proofed?
Okay. I should post a picture on Discord. Mm-hmm. My monitors are zip tied to my desk now.
Bungee. When they fall, they bounce back.
No, they're zip tied to my desk so that they won't fall. I'm a little nervous about my computer. I'm still figuring out how I'm going to attach that. But
okay. No, I'm sure you'll find a way. But that's, I mean, you've got to do what you got to do. You had some near misses. Yeah. Did you hurt your shoulder?
It's better now.
Okay. Okay.
So earlier in the week, when I was in the process of moving everything back in here, for the last year that I've been streaming, I've had my computer on a floating shelf. And
Magic?
No.
What? It's in water?
It was in water. I put it on the shelf, and then I started up and stuff, and I was standing here. I was actually watching the stream for Big Potato, and I was getting my desk situated, and everything was great. And then all of a sudden, the shelf just falls, and I caught it in midair, and had to scream for Noda to come help. Thankfully, he's working from home. Thankfully, nothing seems broken. The floating shelf is now gone. Right, okay. For the best. So now I'm trying to figure out what exactly to do with my computer, but it's fine.
So, yes, welcome in. I'm glad that you got yourself sort of realigned, and you're back in the studio, absolutely. And you're not too hurt as well. And you're cat-proof. No. Ticking all the boxes. Here we go, you're on fire.
We're slowly going through them.
Yeah. As I said, I started off quite well with the Blackadder stuff. Then it sort of went downhill. I missed the stream Friday, and then yesterday I fell asleep on stream. Twice.
Did you remove the video?
Yes, I did.
I tried to go back and watch when I found out I wanted to see it.
I was too embarrassed by the whole thing.
I was at work all day, so I didn't get to see it.
I was playing The Room, which is quite a slow game.
Right.
Chat was pretty big, so I've got to be honest. We had Erin in there, we had Shani, Phalanx, a few others came through. It was all going well, and I couldn't solve this puzzle. I needed to find out what to do next. I was going from screen to screen to screen. That's fine, that's what you do. And the next thing you know, I'm just... And they hit the sound alerts to wake me up.
Oh, that's sweet of them.
And I was like, all good. Carry on. About 20 minutes later, I'm off again. They hit the sound alert. I'm like, okay, we're ended. Straight away, literally just woke up like, that's it, we're ended. I knew it. I just knew it then. It weren't good. I don't like that. It's like I was no condition to
you gotta
stream.
Get some rest.
I needed a rest, and I did get some rest.
Good.
I took a big nap, and then I got some sleep last night, and it was fairly decent. Yeah.
Good.
Better than what I've had recently, So, tonight, back to regular scheduled programming, as it were. Nice. You were calling on them fish a lot, yeah. I'm calling quick the fish. So that was our weeks. But in 2 weeks' time, it's Halloween. We're going to talk about Halloween towards the end, because... we're going to be taking a break from the podcast for a few weeks until we're back in November. So this will be the last one before Halloween, so we might as well kind of do that all now. Now, if we're going to celebrate Halloween, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the last one before the podcast, there can only be one guest. that fits the bill. Only one, because it's even in their damn name. Now I've got to try and work this. It's our first speech either. Don't know that. We haven't really got used to this bit yet. She is the... I didn't think of an intro. I would normally introduce...
So sneaky.
Okay, so here's the problem, right? She changed her name, and I normally introduced her as her name now. Does that make sense? So I can't introduce her as her name and then say her name, because it gets confusing. Alright, I'll do that anyway, why not?
Okay.
She comes from the land down under. Bear with me. She is the one, the only, the horror queen herself, Horror Queen Harley. I still haven't got this right.
What?
Boom! There we are. Yes.
This is the intro we've ever had.
We got it. We got it. How are you, Harley? Welcome.
Well, how could I not feel the love from that intro?
Yeah, we're meta here. We're all self-referential. Oh, Harley, it's great to... Wait a minute. Excuse me, Harley.
Yeah?
I extended an invite to you to come on the Sun-Dried Bunnies podcast. And you accepted that invite.
I did.
I didn't invite Obsidian, did I?
Obsidian comes with me everywhere, so...
Then I must leave this podcast. No. That bird follows me everywhere. Oh, I swear it's always got its eyes on me. Oh dear. Yes.
Being a good boy.
Free Harley from the dungeon.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, that's not a lie. I got a throne for the dungeon. What's wrong with that?
Can't see my chains.
Yes, they're on their feet. Now, Harley, welcome in. It's wonderful. Wonderful to have you here. Finally, because since we started this podcast, you have been integral to my channel, most definitely, for all this time, and it's wonderful to have you here. But I never really wanted you on the podcast until now. Let me finish. Because it's Halloween, and you are the horror queen, whether you changed your name to it or not. You were always the horror queen, right, Harley?
Apparently, you deemed me the horror queen the second you met me, so I feel like that's where that name came from.
Yes, most certainly. Let me just check, that's good. So Harley, you are a streamer, as is often the case with guests we have on here, except Noda, of course, but well, not that against it, mate.
It just smells, that's fine.
Harley, we'd like to start right from the beginning. How did you get into streaming? Why did you begin this endeavour?
We were in lockdown and I literally had nothing else to do. I couldn't talk to anybody, I couldn't go anywhere. So I figured I'd try and make friends somewhere else.
Yeah.
And all I had was my PlayStation, so...
That good call, because that is often what we've heard from people we've interviewed. If they've started in sort of the last 2 years, I think there's been a big upsurge of people starting streaming because they've been at home. Very few of them, I think, have continued to pursue it in the manner that many of our guests have. But Harley, you weren't always the Harley we see before us. When was your very first stream? I'm not even sure I know this really, like time-wise.
Oh god. You actually came along not long after I started streaming.
Oh really?
Actually, so
okay.
No, it wasn't long. I can't remember the exact date I started streaming, but it wasn't long.
Okay.
I don't know what month it was.
Was it this year or was it the end of last year?
It was this year. No, I think it was this year. It might have been. It might have been the end of last year, the beginning of this year.
Okay, so around that time period. Were you new to Twitch? Were you aware of Twitch as a? Did you use it as an entertainment?
I knew of Twitch. I knew of Twitch. A long time ago, a couple of years ago, I streamed back then, but I wasn't really as into it. But I didn't do it for long, and then I had a lot going on back then, and I didn't really have time for it. And then when lockdown happened, I thought I'd give it another go. And yeah, kind of stayed since then.
Yeah, you've certainly grown as a streamer. Most definitely from humble beginnings of when I did first find you, and introduce you to everybody, because you've grown amazingly, and we see you now. You were just a voice before, and I believe even when you first started streaming, you weren't even comfortable speaking. Is that right?
No, I wasn't. No.
And I know that sort of it's amazing to see that not only have you come from not speaking at all to, I believe I was in one of your first streams that you actually were speaking over a microphone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then to go on to leaps and bounds and do what you're doing now is just amazing. I think someone just followed you.
I think so too. What just happened?
For a moment there, I just heard, "It's my nightmare." Something like that.
Yeah, I'm like, shit.
Congratulations on the follow-up. Yes. To get to see you come such a long way. Oh, hello. Obsidian's perking up. Quiet down. Quiet down, you stupid bird. We're talking to Harley.
You leave Obsidian out of this.
Why didn't you? How did you get in the dungeon? Anyway, should I close that window?
It's gonna pick the locks on these chains later. Oh, jeez.
Right, I better get down there. It is great to see how you've come leaps and bounds. You've got into VTubing, but back when you first started out, you were mainly an Ark player, I believe. Yes, Ark and Jurassic Park. That's right. So what's with the dinosaurs?
I love dinosaurs. What's wrong with dinosaurs?
What's wrong with dinosaurs?
Ark pretty much ruled my life. I did not play anything else but Ark for so long.
Yeah, that's because when I first met you, you were very much into it, really into the Ark culture and not culture, rather.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna get on Ark later.
It's still involved. I don't mean culture. What do I mean?
Band.
Network. Is it network? The Art network. What'd you say?
Bandwagon.
Bandwagon. Yeah, it's all hype. Yeah.
It is. A little bit of a bandwagon.
I'm going to ask a very odd question. Death Violets. Are you into dinosaurs?
I like dinosaurs.
You like dinosaurs? We saw a big dinosaur, didn't we, on last week's podcast?
I'm not gonna lie, I got another one.
You got a bloody another one! Unbelievable. And episode 7, I haven't got another diary entry. You got another dinosaur. That's what you got.
I do.
She got confused. I said, "Can I get another DV diary this week?" No, I've got a DV dinosaur.
I was gonna dinosaur every week.
Yeah. Oh dear. I was going to say that would get old fast because of dinosaurs, they're extinct, but that also sounded very insulting. But now I've said it now, but out of context. Now, tumbleweed goes past. Your love for dinosaurs knows no bounds.
No, I do love my dinosaurs.
You do. So now we're going to have Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Dinosaur. No, I'm joking.
I will kill you.
When we did the lock-in, which by the way, me and Harley co-host on the channel, and it'll be on the channel next week as we look through 13 Ghosts. More on that later. I the first episode, I was like, I'll put a channel redeem in there for a dinosaur quiz. And she's like, what? It's like, yeah, if anyone redeems it, I ask you a dinosaur question, see if you get it right. Bit of fun, isn't it? She's like, no. Oh, no, go on. Don't worry about it. No. I'll change it to horror. You don't understand, Sol.
They just look nice.
Yeah. They just look nice. So, are you into old men?
Why are you interrogating me?
Are you into old men, Harley?
What?
Oh, I thought you like dinosaurs. I'm just saying. I thought that translated quite. I don't know. How many legs do a T-Rex have? I don't know. Wait a minute. Do we consider those? They're not legs, are they? They are arms. Aren't they? Because they're birds. Why do they have arms?
What? I barely know what we're talking about anymore. I'm so confused.
How many legs do a T-Rex have?
That was an old man dog. But I'm sure Harley's partial to a tall man as well. The taller the older the better.
Yes.
I don't know. That's a dinosaur in it. I don't know.
Talking to a tall man.
It's not the one you're talking to.
I'm so confused.
So I actually discovered Harley with Spidey Gwen. Val, I don't think I've ever said this story publicly. Actually, me and Harley have talked about our first meeting, and but I'm gonna speak on it openly if you don't mind, Harley.
No, that's fine.
Yeah. So I was in bed. It was quite late. Don't worry, it's not going to get dirty or anything. Divine comparable to a dinosaur. So you're not old, you're a living fossil.
Damn.
Yeah, because I get more worth with age. Something like that. Shut up. Don't talk to me. So I was in bed, not doing anything dirty, and I was talking to Spidey. I was talking to Spidey, still not doing anything dirty, right? And I said, "What are you doing?" She said, "Oh, I'm just in a friend's stream." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Who you watching?" It was Val Whole Heroes. Yeah, great streamer. Does a lot of charity work. And I was like, "I know Val. Of course, I know Val. Met him through Nini a couple of months ago. Oh, it'd be great to stop in on him. What's he doing?" "He's playing Phasmophobia. I think I pass." I said. And she's like, "No, come along, come on. He doesn't have a timer on his hydrate." "Oh, okay then." So I came along. I had to see this.
I love that so much.
It's true, he doesn't. He still don't, I think.
He doesn't. We
Oh my God.
I know.
We drown him.
And he
so
literally
much.
keeps going.
That's
He
crazy.
will. He will.
So we went along, and I hung out with Val for about an hour or so, and I said, I might fall asleep. And I was doing a few jokes. I even said, "Here, let me do a Spidey impression." And I waited for a second, and then I hit hydrate. That was all it took. And anyway, he wrapped up stream. He was going for a raid. I said, "I'll stay for the raid, and then I'll go to bed. No problem." So it was like, I think we'll do a random raid. And he was looking through some of the game. I don't know why, but he was looking through, I think, a game he had played previously because no one was playing Phas that he liked. There was some reason for it. I can't remember why. But he just went through the search engines and he found Harley playing Jurassic. He wanted to raid someone who was, if I'm honest, only had like a few views. I think at the time we came in, I think you only had Gamma in there possibly.
Yeah, probably.
So he raided HorrorQueenHarley Gaming at the time, who we now know as HorrorQueenHarley, and we went in there, raid. Again, she kind of took it because she was on PS4. I don't know if there was a bit of a delay, but there was a bit of a long reaction time. I remember. Yeah. And I
didn't get a notification.
Yeah, I hit the raid. Because you were still going through a PS4 chat, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit the hey raid. Went to close the browser. I waited a few seconds, then went to close because I was like, there's no camera. I've got to be honest. It's not like I judged that. It was just more like there was no immediate reaction. So I was like, oh dear. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed. You know, I've done the thing for Val. It was a good raid. I'll head off. And then she spoke. Yeah.
She said.
I think she said, "Who is this soul person? It sounds like he's got a big knob." I'm pretty sure that was your words. Was that right?
It's not what I said.
No, it's not what you said. No, my mistake. No, I think she just went. What would you say? Oh, hi, like that.
Oh god. You imitating me is actually painful.
Good day, I'm Australian, she said. And I thought that's a bit weird for an introduction, isn't it? No, she said welcome, hi, oh my god, raid, all that kind of thing. But an Australian voice came out. Now, I'd only been on Twitch for a few months. I haven't met that many international people. It was mainly UK, Canada and America. So when I heard the Australian voice, I went, hang on a minute, hello there. I did. I was like, hello. Because I love accents. I really love accents. They really do it for me. And
obvious look at her scene.
Yeah, see, I love Australian accents. And so Potato's message from Harley's message to Potato earlier this week. I don't know if everyone heard that, but it was the most Australian I ever heard Harley in my life. She just became so Australian more than she normally does.
It gets worse, though, I promise.
So yes, this Australian accent came out, and I went, "Oh, hello, I'm Sol. How are you?" And I think Spidey and Val hung around for a little while. Val a little bit longer, but he was lurking. I think Spidey probably lurked as well, but just wasn't as active. Oh,
I don't know what just happened.
That's all right. We're good.
Okay,
good. I just kept talking to you. I don't know if Gamma was in the chat, but he might have been. But he definitely was in the Discord, which I joined immediately. And I even started talking in the Discord with Gamma while I was talking to you on stream. Yeah. And we just hit it off, and it was a random raid. It was a random raid that made me discover Harley. In other words, I'm going to have sex with a French guy. Sex with any guy. So yeah, it went. No, wait a minute. No, hold on. I'm British. We don't like the French accent. What are you talking about?
What's wrong with that?
Can I get the two fingers up in chat, please?
Turning to it.
I jest. Yeah, it was a random raid. Harley, what was your first impressions of Sol? Thank you, Potato. I think that was probably too
I was because I'd never been raided before actually.
Wow.
And so it freaked me out. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Look, these people, what do they want? Why are they talking to me?
Why are they talking to me? What's happening? But yeah, no, I remember you and Val and Spidey coming in. I don't remember if anybody really was talking at that point in time, but yeah, I had a good conversation with you and Val that day, and Spidey. I definitely remember Spidey Gwen.
Yeah.
You were all quite nice, and yeah, you joined my Discord afterwards, and then we were just I think Val joined pretty much straight away afterwards as well.
Yeah.
And we all just started talking afterwards, and I just thought you guys were quite sweet.
Mm-hmm. It's humble beginnings, because like the Discord it's changed so much. It's big and it's wonderful to see from when I first joined. Gamma's little creations that he was doing all over the place, and in their foundation stage, and then they've grown into what has now become your Discord.
I love that kid.
Oh wow! Oh, look at that, Chungus, because you found Death Pilots, right? And then playing Fall Guys. Yeah, absolutely right. So it's so wonderful how all these things come together. Like now, but the story doesn't end there, because we did talk of Discord, but I sort of buggered off.
You did. You buggered off.
Remember, I was already going to bed. Time zone, she was on very late. But yeah, you didn't know it, but I was still watching. Because I came back and I've watched some of your streams when they were a little bit earlier, or actually a bit later, technically, sometimes. And I would I'd just sit there and watch, and it was weird. It was a bit weird. I wasn't really interacting. I'd just watch. Because you started to play like stuff like Call of Cthulhu and Amnesia and stuff like that. And it wasn't until you started coming to my streams big, you were my 150th follower. I didn't realise you were getting up so bloody early for them at some point.
I don't sleep, so what are you talking about?
Well, that's very, very fair. But you joined one of our movie nights, I remember.
Yes.
Yeah. And
you invited me to that.
That's right. And it was one of the first times I had spoken to you outside of stream in a more direct manner. And of course there were other people there, and we had a lot of fun. But after that moment, we just hit it off quite well.
Yeah.
Became very close friends. Modding team for each other. We've got bloody shows together. And,
I think.
I think we got emotes of each other even. So
yeah.
We were very integral to each other's stream, and I was very pleased to be able to, even though you were very late night sometimes, to have the opportunity to bring a lot of my community to you, and for you to be introduced to them, because without midnight, all those emotes, those wonderful damn emotes wouldn't be around. Hey, there it is, the little Phantom Soul. You even got a little identity on your channel as the Phantom, which is pretty cool.
Yes, you do.
Mango!
Mango!
I like the idea. Someone's going to watch this on YouTube. They can't see the chat, and we just shout Mango randomly in the middle of it. Welcome. Yeah, so it's been that. I mean, that was for me your rather. Oh,
working. Is it back?
Yeah, we're good. All good.
Okay.
Just a second. It doesn't change on the screen, so we're all good.
Okay.
So yes. So you started off as Ark and all of that, and we had a lot of fun for a lot of months. And then I remember you took a little bit of a break. Because we introduced you to the idea of perhaps getting a VTuber, because as I say, you were just a voice, and the idea of getting a character. And, hey, look at that! She's not using all her fingers. It was.
I don't know. It does that sometimes. If I can't see my hands. If I can't see my hands, sometimes the fingers will close.
Okay, because that's quite apt, because I was going to talk about the VTuber, because this what we're seeing now as you, and the way you present yourself, because that is you. You looked a little bit different in your early days, did you not?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a tad.
And then we met a wonderful individual. You met a wonderful individual, I should say. Roxy.
That was so sweet.
Psycho.
I love her.
Who designed you out of the... just because she fucking loved you. Designed you the model we see before us now, and he worked extensively with her for many costumes, and I don't think anyone in their right mind can look at your avatar, who you are on screen, and say that looks anything but awesome, cool, and beautiful. So you carry yourself well.
I love that. No, I woke up. I was sick. I took a break for a little while because I was quite sick, so I couldn't stream. And I woke up one day to a message in my inbox. I'd never met Roxy before. I'd never spoken to her before. And I just got a message, and she just said, "Hi, I'm one of your viewers, and I made this for you. If you want it." And I opened it, and yeah, it it was this model, and I fucking went nuts.
Yeah,
I cried. It was so sweet.
I remember you sending me the pictures of it first.
Yeah, I freaked. I messaged you. I messaged Gamma. I went, oh my god, like look. Yeah. But yeah, it was so sweet.
It was amazing. So you met her through Roast Potato, I believe.
Yeah, Roast Potato.
Yeah,
she found me in Roast Potato Street.
Not to be confused with Big Potato, of course.
No.
She's a wonderful streamer in her own right, actually, as well. And has her own model. You've actually there's been poses of you together on Instagram as well. Which I think is fantastic. And since then, I think it's fair to say that when you got the VTube model, things did turn around quite a bit for you on Twitch.
Absolutely. I think definitely changed.
Yeah, I mean, when I first met you,
I can show you the original model. Actually, I can pull it out.
You can show what, sorry?
I can show you the model she originally sent me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, the little black dress. Little black dress. I have that as a sound cue on a channel now.
Yes, you do.
Even if that's not the costume that's chosen, I'll still hit the little because I'll say, "Oh, I wanted the little black dress."
Yeah, this is the original model she sent me before she updated it.
Mm-hmm. And you even got a new one for your last stream. I saw. I did.
Yeah. This.
I want that dress.
The outfits.
I want that dress.
This dress, believe it or not, this dress is modelled after one that's on Dead by Daylight.
There you go.
Oh.
Well,
this is the new one.
Someone get rid of that bird.
Yeah, leave my bird alone. This is a new one, but I need to change the outfit.
What are you, a pirate?
Pirate, yeah, I'm a pirate.
What about
I'm a pirate.
Got a bird on the shoulder.
You leave obsidian out of this.
You've been paused a bit there.
Yeah, I think I just...
because you're changing.
Yeah, I think so.
No worries. There we are. Yeah, it's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, there was a big switch because you were I think I was follower number 16.
Yeah, 16.
Yes, I nailed it. And yeah, I like to be there all those months ago at follower 16, and now you sit. I think if I'm correct, you are 5 thanks to that follow, unless you got more. 5 follows from 400.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I haven't looked this morning, but yeah, I think so.
I think you were 9.4 after stream earlier, and I think you got one during the podcast. We had 9.5.
Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, I've got some of the things up. I'm sorry.
5 away from 400 in the space of, and that is a gain of I think about 250 in the space of 3 to 4 months, which is incredible.
Oh yeah, I haven't changed the link.
And it oh you damn you and your damn name.
I blame you.
I thought someone followed you through this, so I thought they followed the link. Thank you for doing that, Big Potato. I will update that as soon as possible. Your damn name change, you. No worries.
I blame you.
Yeah. Well, no, I think it was my bloody fault, I suppose. Change her bloody name.
Lovely. See how he talks to me.
Yeah, 395. There you go. Fantastic.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, your growth has been amazing. Your channel completely changed. You redid absolutely everything. You got new artwork. Put in loads of new commands. We worked very hard to just basically give. When
Roxy
you came,
did that too, actually.
when you the art on the channel about me areas panels, and together we've made during that break we sort of hit the reset for you, and boom, you're off and running, and I don't think there's any turning back. You're on fire. And I think you're doing very well, Harley. One thing I wanted to bring up is the fact that you are the horror queen. And DV, you cry a lot, don't you? Let's be honest.
I am not the horror queen.
No, certainly not. I remember Alien, and we still haven't had a sequel to that stream.
I never finished it.
You never really started it, to be honest with you.
Not really.
I know. It's fine. Don't worry.
I'll never forget you getting stuck in the baggage handling area for a good 15 minutes. So like that's it's not even tutorial area yet. You haven't even started. Then you're really scared of baggage, you know.
So Kurt played Emily Wants to Play a DV, and I was screaming my head off. I freaking hate dolls. Okay.
Yeah. It get you, did it?
Yeah, I hate dolls.
The only thing is, Potato would jump at Emily Wants to Play. She would do her typical, oh my god, right? But
Oh no, I screamed like rest in peace headphone you.
You're a scream queen, all right?
Oh yeah, I'm a screamer.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. We're joined by the wonderful HorrorQueenHarley. You may recognise her from chats or if you've been in her streams.
Hello.
If you haven't, get in there. But yes, yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't mean get in there as in. I mean get in her channel and.
Tomato. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. Get in there. Yeah. So. Yes, your love for all things horror. Yeah, I've been playing Emily Wants to Play. I can only imagine then you're screaming because like but then she got angry at the end because it gets fucking stupid.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's Five Nights at Freddy's in 3D. It's all right, but like it grates. Like I've played the first two FNAF games. I'm already like I
ended up putting it piss off and played DVD.
You did. It was too hard. It gets ridiculously hard. Yeah, when I came in.
Again, but I was just kidding.
You do love DVD. Talk about horror. Dead by Daylight has become a staple of your channel.
You love Dead by Daylight.
You do love it. Your love for horror. You get all those slasher villains. You get all the nice one, Chunkus. So. That threw me off a bit.
Say it in an Australian accent.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds more aggressive.
I think it's more Australian than British. But yeah, you get to play as a slasher victim, so it kind of blends that love for gaming and horror perfectly. It has got a big following, and I think it's fair to say that a lot of your growth has come from DVD, and you love it, and it's been a pleasure to play with you on occasion, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, I love DVD. I like being able to. It's good to. It's fun to play on my own, but I love having the opportunity to have like people come on and play with me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Around.
I play as a bit like a survivor some of the time, but I don't really know how to play. I just sort of make up the numbers and muck around a bit, as is expected of Soul. Got to give the people what they want. But I have played Killer on occasion. Haven't I?
Oh my god, you're the killer, man. You're sadistic.
That doesn't surprise me, to be honest.
Sadistic. You should hear the crap that comes out of his mouth as the killer. Seriously.
Yeah. I'm like, this is an 18 plus mature, overly mature horror channel. Right.
Yes.
Thank you for letting me.
I can get away with whatever I want.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much. I've said some pretty mean stuff to Gamma and Louie. I've said some mean stuff to them.
Oh my god.
I've chased Harley down just with some very sadistic things going. I get into the zone. I'm crap at the game, but have you ever played it? I doubt you played it. DV. DV played. You have.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you owned it. Oh, right.
I do. I've only played it with like some of my close friends, like Noda and the boys. I want to say we streamed it once. Just it didn't do super great on my channel, nor am I like super crazy about the game, so it just didn't stick. But occasionally I do like playing it a little bit.
Right. I genuinely didn't know that. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought you'd be too scared.
No. It's not as bad when it's like
Friends.
people, like friends, like if the the bad person, whatever, is somebody in chat with me, I can kind of like...
More communal. Yeah.
I figured out. I'm a little bit more calm. It still scares me.
We need to arrange it so that I'm the killer.
Oh, no.
So
No,
you'll
do
get
not do that.
You'll get to experience
Don't do it, Jamie.
So we had a
That
question.
scares me
I
when
am
you
braver.
What is it about DVD that you love so much, Harley?
I don't know. I do like the idea of like, I do like the fact that I can just jump on with a bunch of my mates, and there's like all my favorite, well, not all of them, but a bunch of my favorite horror movie villains, killers on there. Look, I can't speak today. It's fucking too early in the morning for me.
It makes sense. I mean, you've got Jason on there. No, not Jason. You've got Michael Myers on there. You've got Ghostface. You've got Freddy. You've got Hellraiser now. Pinhead.
Yes, I'm so happy.
Yeah, I know you were. You were very elated when that arrived. It's fantastic. I mean, that's one of the things that draw me into it. Now, people who know me know that my history of multiplayer games on stream have not been that great. That's why I tend to avoid them. Genuinely, if I'm playing with people that I like, quite a bit, I'm going to give it a go. Like me, Potato, Meatloaf, and Delta have done a lot of collabs on the stream in the past. I play them free, but the thing is with the multiplayer games, I'm willing to play them once, and then once they're done. But the thing with multiplayer games is that most of them are very repetitive. Like, you're meant to do the same things over and over again. And for me, that's like, I've already got everything I could get out of it on the first experience. Like, for me, they're material, right? I'm presenting a multiplayer game, I act to it, we have a good time, it's done. But then when it starts repeating, like, the same jokes happen again. Like, I've got to be honest with you. Have you ever seen a DVD stream where someone doesn't say anything to do with hanging in regards to you're just hanging around? Stop hanging around.
Phalanx makes that joke.
Do you know
Phalanx makes that joke every time he's on my stream, every time he's in my chat. Like,
it doesn't surprise me. I made them once.
I made a point not to make that joke, and now Phalanx just comes into chat every time.
So here's the difference, right? Here's the difference, right? So that for you, the chat provides it. For me, I'm the one in my mind that's providing it. So for me, it's like, oh no, I've done that joke, so many times.
You can't do it again.
Yeah, exactly. I can't do how many well hung jokes can I do? Oh, Meatloaf, just subscribe. Meatloaf. Let's hang around sometime. Love it. Thank you so much. 7 months. You could have had a small meat noken. Come back in 2 months and come back in 3 months technically, and I will give you a baby Meatloaf joke. Earlier on, before the stream started, Potato resubbed, and we were sitting here, and I wrote in the chat, you could have had a baby Patats in that time, and Harley went, no, it's 10 months. Technically,
conception. It is.
So I was like, all right, in a month's time, I will tell her. Technically, now you can have us baby Patats. We've had a few questions in the chat. I thought we'd address them.
Yeah.
Everyone's favourite horror movie. Interesting one.
I have two.
Cheers for the raccoon. You have 2 favourite movies. Okay, we'll allow it.
I have 2.
We'll allow it. Yeah. I might put you on the rack later in the dungeon, but.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Son of a bitch. Obsidian, get those things open faster. All right. Repo, The Genetic Opera, and Strangeland.
Repo, absolutely. Hello, we've been enjoying. So Repo the Genetic Opera and Strangeland. Strangeland you've recommended to me quite a few times. Obviously Repo I've seen, and we managed to see it not too long ago again, and that was fantastic. Well, I did fall asleep because I decided to stay up a bit too late, but I did love it. You haven't seen either of those? I highly recommend both. If you want to see my recommendations for Halloween movies to see, there are 31 days of Horrorween in the Discord. Every day there is a new movie recommended in
Nice.
there. We've got to obviously 17 today. If I had to pick my favourite horror movie of all time, I think if you're going to go joint, I'm going to have to go joint as well, and that is The Shining and The Exorcist.
I do love both of those. I love both those movies.
I think if people know my old analytical stuff, hopefully my future analytical stuff, those two movies very much speak volumes when it comes to the sort of mindset that I tend to have. They both, on the surface, present themselves as something, but are actually very much have a lot going on underneath them, which I love to pick apart, and to this very day still read essays and research very heavily. There's still theories and shit coming out now, trying to piece these elaborate stories together in what Kubrick was trying to design. Exorcist is a little bit more understandable, but obviously you need to go deep into demonology to understand every single aspect of what you're seeing, or what's being actually told to you beneath the surface. Yeah, on the surface it's girl gets possessed, there's an exorcism, simple as that. But there's a lot more going on there. So
The Exorcist is actually the reason my character's a demon.
I highly recommend. Oh, really?
Yeah.
I highly recommend Exorcist Part 3, not 2. Don't watch 2. But watch Part 3. Part 3 is one of the most underrated horror movies of all time. The acting is amazing. The story is really good. It's just because of 2, it just kind of lost it. You know, The Shining had like 4 sequels. No one knows that. I just brought that up because there's just loads of films you'd never expect to have like sequels, and they got like pretty much every horror movie has bloody tons. They just go straight to DVD or whatever. I generally never watch sequels of horror movies.
Some of them aren't terrible.
I would. There are a few you need to watch, like Nightmare on Elm Street, Evil Dead. Definitely watch the sequels to those. Arguably, they could.
Hellraiser. Not all the sequels to Hellraiser were terrible.
No, not all of them. No. Definitely worth seeing. I don't know about Jason. You have to stop around 4, I think.
Yeah. Some of them went kind of shitty.
Yeah. I
hated Jason X.
You okay, JJ?
Jason X.
That wasn't me, was it? Favourite? Oh, wait a minute. TV. I almost skipped you there because I was thinking, is she gonna have an answer? Now go on. What's your favourite horror movie? Go on.
I really like Alien, surprisingly.
Nice. I like British film.
And then I also like Children of the Corn.
Oh,
I
classic.
Yeah.
Classic.
Other than that, I don't really watch much. And I only like those because I already know what's going to happen, so I can rewatch them.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah.
I haven't seen Children of the Corn in so long.
Me neither. That's a good call, that is. I'm surprised. She knows.
That's a joke we made during DVD with Val, actually, as we referenced Children of the Corn a lot.
Really? Oh, of course he's got the corn stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah, because there's a map on DVD where you go to the corn, and every time we turn around.
That's
he loves that map.
Yeah, I was gonna say, she does live on the same planet as us and see the same films. I loved how when I asked that question, she was like, "I like Alien." the thought of them again is creeping in.
I felt like, from what I remember the whole movie, you see the alien pretty often, or like significant events.
Yeah.
Pretty often. So when I played the game, I expected like I was gonna keep running into him or something. So that's why I was like.
Well, to be fair, the amount of time you played and how far you got. Yeah, I mean he does do that. Just at the beginning, it's like 2 hours of nothing. But
that was also before I started my anxiety medication.
Oh.
I am now medicated.
I didn't finish Alien either. It's okay.
Yeah, both of you did one stream where you did the tutorial area for about 3 hours. But obviously you're streaming, so you've got to stop to address people, so it takes longer. Yeah. Then you get to the alien bit, it's like, right, wrapping up stream. It's like, wait a minute, no, we paid for an alien. They get past that bit.
Yeah, well, they should make a game where the aliens are actually fucking in it. So.
Yeah, they did. The problem is the aliens in it too much, because that game is long. I know Pajama Mike and Maggie have been playing it most recently in the community, and they played it for so long, and Maggie was like, I'm never touching it again. She was so determined to get it done. When she was done, I'm never again. I'd be on insane mode. Yeah, look at me.
Look at you.
Yeah, so we have another question. Everyone's favourite dark comedy, because keeping in the horror theme, because I know exactly what mine is. The League of Gentlemen. The League of Gentlemen is a sitcom, a British sitcom / sketch show from the early 2000s. They went on to make other series called Psychoville, which was okay, and Inside Number 9, which still goes on today, which is fantastic. Harley, you need to watch Inside Number 9. If you love horror, at all, you'll watch any of these 3 programs I just said: League of Gentlemen, Psychoville, and Inside Number 9. What they are is they're a comedy troupe of 3 to 4 individuals, and they work the circuit doing dark comedy, and they grew up on their love for horror, especially the old Hammer horrors and obviously the classics. And they put together a comedy show that is also fucking sick. It's not like sick as in like that poor taste. Although given the time, there is some poor taste stuff now looking back. But you got to, even to its day, it's still postmodern. Do you know what I mean? And they're not. But it's Monkey Dust. Monkey Dust is good, very underrated. Not a lot of people know that one. But I have to immediately come in with the League of Gentlemen, because I'm even thinking. Have you ever heard me go, hey? I do that a lot when I'm streaming, right? That comes from the League of Gentlemen as well.
Really?
Yeah, that comes from really. Talk about pathos. I could talk all day about the League of Gentlemen. Like they will have this sketch show with all these weird, funny characters, grotesque sometimes, like proper sick stuff. And then in the middle of it, you'll have this really depressed guy that was in a band in the 70s that had a one-hit wonder and has never recovered. And you think like it's gonna be like a really funny sketch, and it just ends on such a downer. It's just such a you just feel for him. It always ends with the audience just going, and it just moves on as if nothing happened. It's like, wait a minute, am I watching a comedy? That's just so good. That's so meta. Because not confused. Way, you don't want to get confused with that. Way, no, it's hey. It's like you're realising something. But yeah, you'll probably see a lot more League of Gentlemen stuff on my channel actually. But the problem is I can't get my sound alerts to upload anything, so I'm really annoyed at the moment. Do you know Christopher Lee made heavy metal music? Did he really?
Did he? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, dark comedy. Go on DV, hit us with an American one.
I actually had to Google dark comedy because I couldn't think of any, but
okay.
Gremlins.
Gremlins!
Oh, I suppose that counts. Yeah, that counts, yeah. Gremlins, yes. Would you consider Gremlins a Christmas movie?
That I recall, no.
Because I think it is set at Christmas.
You're too big to
I should say, League of Gentlemen is a TV show, although there is a movie as well. Because when he said that, I thought it meant TV show. But yeah, no, Gremlins works, yeah.
Or is the second Gremlins the Christmas one?
One of them is. Gremlins 2 is the new batch.
I think Gremlins.
Which I always remember for Hulk Hogan appearing and threatening to beat up a gremlin in the cinema.
What about Black Sheep?
Black Sheep. Oh, I remember Black Sheep. I had that on Blu-ray. I think I gave it to Eddie. Actually, he's still got it at his place. Because I used to go around there, and people don't know about this, but when Eddie used to invite me round to his place, when he had a few mates round, they were like, Sol's going to be coming around. He's going to be bringing his magic bag. Oh, what? His magic bag. So what I used to do was because I wanted to be the centre of attention. I used to bring a bag with random shit in it. just random
I
stuff.
love that.
It was just like anything for a joke or just good timing of pulling it out of a bag, right? You just didn't know what was coming next.
Handbag.
And it was great improv for me, and at the same time I was able to just be a performer and do something funny for people by just pulling out of a plastic bag as much crap as I could. And yeah, you just didn't know what was going to come next. It was like, oh, it's magic bag time, give him some space. And I'd bring the bag over and I'd do this whole thing and routine. Yeah, some of the jokes were crap. Like I'd take a fork from my cutlery drawer and I'd just take that with me randomly, and I would say, on the way here we came to this in the road. It was just something like that. It was just that's all I needed. It was just all that. It was just a reveal. But they didn't know what I'd bring. It was like, it's the joke of he brought a fork from his house. Why? And then the crap joke as well, you know.
I love that. It makes me think of like, if you've ever spent time with like a little kid and they have like their purse or backpack or whatever, and they just like cram it full of the things that they need.
Yeah.
And then you're like, okay, like, you gotta get ready or whatever, and they like pull out like a sock and like a baseball. It's just like, what are you doing?
There could be both of those things in my handbag.
Yeah. Oh my word, the Horror Queen's handbag. Oh my word.
That could be a whole show. It's
Yeah.
just what's in my handbag.
That's an unboxing video, isn't it?
Fucking
I think that'd be fun. That'd be cool.
Goes back to
I
that.
lost a Mary Poppins handbag, but with crap. Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, it goes back to those old gags of like opening up the bag on a table and pulling out a massive ladder, right? It's
It used to be huge. I used to be the actual joke that my friends used to make was that my handbag was Mary Poppins handbag, but with just actual shit, and I just used to pull it out.
As it should be.
I left Harley to last because I think she's going to hit. I think I might know what she's going to hit us with. What is your favourite dark comedy?
I said Black Sheep.
I think you said, what about Black Sheep? Oh, okay. I'm surprised because I thought you would say
Addams Family.
What we do in the shadows, actually. But
oh, that's good. Actually, I didn't even think of that. That is a good movie. I like that.
I know Meatloaf, if you're still out there, mate. Yeah, I know that you're a big fan of that as well. Yeah, Black Sheep. Yeah, that was one of the things I pulled out of the bag once. It was just because I knew it was a rare movie that no one would know, and I go, "What? A horror movie about sheep?" Just like, yeah, and I said, "Here, Eddie, keep it, mate." So still got it now.
Gift for you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you talk about your love for the films. You play a lot of horror games too. I know you recently did Resident Evil 8 and. You do DVD on the regular. You've started
that game.
Amnesia again, right? The newest one.
Amnesia. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Rebirth.
Are you? Do you know sort of what's on the horizon for you? Is there any games you've got your eye on that are coming out?
No, I think at the moment I'm just trying not to be completely and utterly lost in Amnesia because that's where I left it.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I was wandering around Amnesia going, what the fuck is going on? Which tends to be what happens. I'm not good at things. No, I don't at the moment, generally. I gave Emily Wants to Play a go yesterday because I was a little bored.
Yeah.
And I kept seeing it pop up in my PlayStation. And screw that doll. screw the doll. Fucking ventriloquist dummies. Seriously.
Because you actually go on PS. You actually stream from your PS4 because I do know you had your eyes on the Medium, which has now been out for quite some time.
Yeah.
What on earth are you doing to that cat?
Yeah, but he couldn't reach it. So
I see. Oh. I just looked over and then it was just so what are you doing?
You could hear like clicking. He was kicking my chest.
Oh,
because he was itching.
Do it for me, yeah. No, that's fantastic. Yeah, 'cause, I know the Medium was saying, yeah, you're right. But unfortunately, I'm not actually all that abreast on games coming out, to be honest with you, like in general. Because I tend not to buy games brand new. And you know me, I'm stuck in the old ways for video games.
Yeah.
But because I love my point and click
obviously I'm looking at Arc 2 when that comes out, but that's just for completely different reasons.
Yeah. So yeah, even though you're horror queen, you're not abandoning the dinosaurs by any means.
No, I love my dinosaurs.
Exactly. No, that's great.
Peaches is the queen. I love that thing.
We should actually ask you, Harlequin Heart Gaming for quite a long time. It's only last week that you changed your name to HorrorQueenHarley. What prompted the name change?
Well, I was sick. I was very sick. I wasn't able to stream, and I was sitting there, and I kept getting. Obviously, my character is very highly influenced by Harley Quinn. It's not hard to see that, but I kept getting flagged by things saying that I was ripping off Harley Quinn, like actually ripping her off because of my name.
I love
So I ended up going, okay, well, I need to change something. So and then I'd been thinking about it for a while. Like I believe you and I spoke about it actually too. So ages ago. And I went, you know what, screw it.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
I remember suggesting the HorrorQueenHarley name because I like the HQH. That was one of the main reasons. You already had the HQ in your logo. And I, to be honest with you, I don't really remember you actually responding overly well. I just thought, okay, probably not going to take that because it's a name change, a big deal. It surprised me when you changed your name and it came up as HorrorQueen. I was like, oh wow, she actually really did like the name.
Yeah. I think I was sitting there sick and miserable, and I was like, and I was sitting there wallowing in self-pity, and I'm just like, I'm changing everything. So, yeah, I did. We should probably talk briefly about how I've integrated my way into your whole streaming channel and how much of a menace I am to you. Oh my god. Yep.
If you go on to Harley's channel right now, don't flip away, but like if you maybe tab it, you go into a chat and type !mark Phantom.
It hacked my nightbar.
You will actually get a little response about how great Sol is.
He hacked my nightbar.
If you click !mark Phantom, it might say something like, Sol is so sexy. Sol is Harley's. Oh, Potato's got in there. You can see. Obsidian's calling you out, Patats. What are you doing over there? If you click !mark Phantom on there, and while you're over there, Patats, why don't you try !mark Base as well?
Which one did you get?
Oh no, you didn't get the big ego one, did you? Because Harley
I
hacked
changed that one. That is not what that used to say.
It used to say, Sol is the guy. What was it? Sol has the biggest penis. I think it was.
Yeah, that's what it did say. He did that during stream.
Yeah,
I
did
was
during
in the middle of streaming. And he goes, "Hey Harley, look what I did."
Well, I was doing. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. We got joined by the HorrorQueenHarley. Well, I was doing this little thing where I did trick or treat, and I said, "Hey Harley, trick or treat," and she would go, "Well, okay, a trick," and then I would go and raid her with one person, just to frighten her. It said, "So is in your mind?" Yes, it's random every time you do it. That's a little phantom callback. But yeah, if you did the base one, you'll get a very striking comment about base.
Him and base, freaking Sol and base were causing trouble.
Yeah. So, but yeah, also, right. So if she said treat, I gifted a sub. If she said trick, what were the other tricks I did? I did something else, didn't I? What was the other one? I can't remember what the other one was.
I don't remember.
But then she kept saying treat over and over again, and I hosted. I gave a gift sub out.
Why don't you like me?
Speaking of hosting, thank you very much.
I forgot to do it earlier.
Thank you very much.
You're a complete bastard and we'll hate you. I find that rather difficult to believe.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, and so finally I said, I really want you to say trick, and she's like, oh, I'm going to regret this trick. So I went in on a Nightbot, I created this using my little random commands that I have, and I just made that one for the Phantom. I think it's fair to say that the Phantom is always present on your stream, even when it's not. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely. You don't even have to be there.
Which is amazing. We talked about at the beginning of the stream how I just random raid came in. Not my raid, someone else's raid. And then look where we are now as the Phantom Pest.
Hacking into her account.
I'm changing your name and just
Phantom Plague.
Phantom Pest now.
But yes. Oh, nice. Now, one thing I want to mention is that Harley, you haven't just got that stupid bloody bird, but you've actually got.
Leave a city alone.
You've actually got some wonderful dogs that you have frequently on your dog cam. Beauty, Beast, and of course, Ghost.
Just see Ghost right now. He's asleep in this room, and he looks like the biggest weirdo.
There it is. There's Ghost. Your dogs are amazing, and now they've become an integral part of your stream career as well. If you tell us a bit about those dogs of yours, why you find them?
I originally had four. Dogs. Duchess. I got her about 15 years ago. I got her as a puppy, and I had her for a lot of years, and then I got Ghost, and they accidentally had puppies when Ghost was about a year old.
Oops.
Yeah, I wasn't happy because Duchess would have been about 9 at that point in time, the poor thing. And by the time we realised it was too late to really do anything about it, so the vet said she should be fine, so we were like, alright, we'll go through with it, and then she'll be fixed afterwards and everything would be fine. So yeah, she ended up with some puppies. So she had a litter of puppies. She had 8 puppies in general. I wanted to keep all of them. I have like an army of dogs. But unfortunately, that was just not plausible.
Yeah.
But two of them that I couldn't bring myself to separate. Which was Beauty and Beast.
Yes, the infamous Beauty and the Beast. Wonderful name.
Beauty and the Beast. Beauty's the whole thing. But yes.
I love how distinct their personalities are. Very much. Oh, I think you just got a follow.
Really, just happened again. I should remember to turn those off. There we go.
No, it's great. It's great to hear you get closer. Fantastic. What are you at now? Nice. Is that 9-6? 4 away?
I think so.
Awesome. So yeah. So I love how they've got all distinct personalities. I do remember there was once when you were doing some wonderful damn tricks with them, and you were gracious enough to show me them for like doing their little things. It was wonderful. Like they give their paw, they do all the they respond.
You should have said something. I would have recorded that before. So I would have recorded that before the podcast.
That would have been a great show and tell after all, eh? But I think the one you've got is equally fantastic. Speaking of which, shall we take a look at it? Are you gonna could you send it to me again? Is that possible? So it's viewable a little bit easier.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I
mean, I could probably scroll up and find it.
I just lost everything.
What how is doing that? DB, you're actually gonna do something very similar, aren't you? Because am I allowed to mention it? Actually, am I allowed to mention what you're gonna have when you come back streaming?
No.
Okay.
It's a surprise.
I nearly.
Making changes to the channels.
Good job. Making changes. So look out for the changes. That's all I'm going to say.
I gotta make my
I
brain.
posted a picture.
That was
Actually,
close.
I posted a picture.
That
of
was
Ghost.
close. That was
Oh,
close.
I
Sorry?
posted a picture of Ghost in the Discord. The way he's laying right
nice.
now. 'cause I thought it was funny.
Check out the Discord to see Ghost. I'm gonna see if I can. I don't know if we're gonna get double feedback on this. So. It's all gone crazy on screen. Hold on, I solved it. There you go. We're going to do that for a little bit. Good night, farewell. That's Death Violence. that's my co-host, Death Violence. We do the Sun-Dried Bunnies Podcast bi-weekly, and we also have another show called the Chaotic Critique. But yes, good night to you. Good night. Well, yes, so it's an image of Discord of Ghost, which is amazing. Blob. So Harley, could you tell us what we're looking at here on the show and tell screen?
That is my signed Freddy glove that I got at Comic-Con.
Awesome.
A signed Freddy glove. So that's an actual glove.
Yeah.
That's incredible. Yeah, I know. Big potato. Look. Oh my god, that's a favourite. Actually signed, Sweet Dreams, Robert Englund.
Yeah, Robert Englund. I loved him. He was so sweet. He gave me a hug actually while I was there.
Oh, and he cut your back.
Yeah, totally did. Yeah, slashed me right up. I was upset. I was meant to get a photo with him as well, but it was booked out for the photos. But yeah, I didn't get there in time, and it was booked out for the photos. But I was able to get the signature. And he was very sweet. I walked up there and I kind of fangirled a little bit. I had my like cosplay going, and I walked up, fangirled. I was like, oh, Nick. But no. But yeah, he came up, he gave me a hug and everything, and he was a sweet guy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I've never really like the only famous people I've met, and I say famous, infamous, are professional wrestlers, because I used to go to the shows and meet them all the time. And like that was an honour for me, like meeting legends of the business. So for me, I was like, I've got them all on the wall, and I'm like, yeah, this is fantastic. Look at this, and no one knows who the fuck they are. Like how can you not know who Freddy Krueger is, right? Even if you've never even seen the films. So like that is just that's awesome.
Lucy Lawless as well. Actually, I have something signed by her too.
There you go. You see.
And the guy who played Hercules, Aniolis, from that old TV show.
Oh, that one not so much. But if there's any doubt about whether you're the horror queen, you've got the proof. And if they still don't agree, just cut them up with a glove.
Well, that's a joke.
But you didn't take a photo with him, but you did take a photo with someone else famous, didn't you? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh God, I think I know what you're about to do.
I'm talking about Soul.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Where is it?
I love that. I sent it to her in the messages earlier, randomly, knowing full well what I was going to do on stream. Oh dear. Yes. Look at that. What an image.
Beauty. One of a kind.
Beautiful.
I'm just gonna what happened there? Hey, how you doing? Oh, sorry, I didn't see that there. I had the screen covered. Yeah, she looks amazing, doesn't she? We're gonna keep you there for the moment, because in that way, hopefully I don't.
You're definitely lovely.
Hopefully I don't.
Oh, you're getting crackly, dude.
Me?
Yeah. Hello.
Am I?
Yeah, a little bit.
Am I now?
Okay, you're slowly getting better. Talk
Okay,
about
that's better.
Okay, I'm gonna just check my Discord
Okay, you're good.
settings. Okay, this seems to be alright. That was weird, wasn't it? Wasn't that weird, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes.
Just love technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Kitty string.
Oh my god,
All
so
stressed out.
many technical difficulties.
Which
So I
one?
don't think we have a proper podcast without technical difficulties.
Yeah, very true, very true. It's a rite of
You
passage.
froze.
Who froze?
No, you're not. No, you're
Did
good.
I freeze?
You did.
Calm down, you're fine.
Are we gonna grab a snack? No worries, no worries.
I froze for a second.
Oh, it's all, we're all
goodness.
freezing. It's all going off. Oh no.
I'm here.
I'm still frozen.
The fighters hold down the fort.
I fixed it.
Okay, I have a cat.
It's okay.
He's angry.
I try and do this, and then
You do what?
I want to make a campaign, ladies and gentlemen. And the campaign.
Is it free, Harley? Because
No.
that's already a thing.
No. The campaign we're going to have here is to get HorrorQueenHarley more clips. She's only got
I only
the
got two.
You only got a 2. Do you? Because I had a theory on this. I don't really know because you only had the VTuber for like relatively small amount of time. It's been maybe a few months now. Do you think having a VTuber makes getting clips more difficult?
What?
Do you think having a
You-
VTuber makes getting clips more difficult?
More difficult?
Yeah, what I mean is like, for example, if you look at Deathfire's clips, a lot of her clips are stuff that happens in the environment around her and her reaction to them.
Are they?
Yeah, I'd say
okay.
so. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
reaction part, yeah.
it's a cat doing this. It's like Nene hitting her head, or those are sort of a lot more common. Do you think have you noticed that if that's a thing or not? Because you're very much into the VTuber culture as well. I keep saying culture.
Yeah, no, that's probably a thing. That's probably a thing.
I've always wondered.
When
Yeah.
I get followers.
My followers.
Yes.
Yeah, we should get scared with followers. I get scared. I'm surprised a lot of people don't clip when I start screaming at shit. Like I was playing Emily Wants to Play yesterday.
Yeah.
Apparently they want to make a jump scare reel of that VOD. Because I screamed a lot. But
Oh my word.
Are you okay? Don't throw
Are
up.
you okay, kitty?
Oh. Ooh. Oh.
Okay.
Well, it is
You
Halloween,
swallowed
ladies
it?
and gentlemen. What was you talking about earlier? I was talking about Alien
The
earlier.
kitty.
He's just old. He's fine.
So let's take a look at the 2 clips we have got here. This
Oh,
first
they're
one,
terrifying. They're
entitled
gonna be loud.
"Oh Dear."
Oh my god, I know what that is too. I wasn't allowed to delete it. That's my old model.
Oh, hold on, we're gonna mute. Oh, yeah, we go. Yes, that's it. Right.
I'm a demon who is afraid of children, okay?
Charlie.
Shani!
That's pretty good.
Have you get a sick dog cam out there as well?
Ow! Ow! I just threw my headphones across the room, but that's fine.
I'm
Hey,
scared by dicks a lot.
smart
No,
button.
you can't.
Smart button goes down in legend now in your clip.
That was you. That was you.
That was me. Dicks. Yeah, there you go.
I get scared by dicks a lot. That was the whole thing.
There's a statement. Right?
Shine and Meatloaf would come in and just scare me with dicks.
This
Well,
this second clip is something that I clipped, and I think we should watch it several times.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh Jesus, Sol. He was so fucking bad today. Jesus.
Oh yeah, Sol's very bad today. Just saying.
He was so fucking bad today. Jesus.
Oh my god. You clips that. You clips that purely because I said that.
Yeah, of course I did.
Of course I did it.
You're in my chat. You're in my chat saying dirty shit.
I'm not.
That's it.
When am I
said
not?
that.
When am I not?
That's true. That's true.
You want to talk about having a reputation
that's
somewhere,
true.
you know? Like.
Yeah, that's true.
We're back there. Okay. That's fantastic. That glove is fantastic. Get her more clips, ladies and gentlemen. She needs more clips. Because when she comes back for the second one, and we get an update on Harley and how she's doing here on the Sun-Dried Bunnies Podcast, we want to see a ton of clips. Why are you getting all mean and angry? I saw that in your face.
I pressed the wrong button.
Okay, Harley from Australia.
G'day.
Yeah, g'day. You're our first Australian guest. You will probably be the last because I hate them. No.
Oh my god.
I feel like that one was warranted.
I couldn't resist. Don't dare click that one. All right? I could get in so much trouble with some of the shit I say. I've been like the French and the Australians tonight. I didn't mean it. It was all joking. I swear. No, we love you
Where's
all.
the voodoo doll?
No, don't. Harley, don't put it down.
I'm
No,
gonna
put it
do
down.
it. I'm gonna do
No,
it.
don't.
I'm gonna
Because
do
it's
it.
just a podcast. Because you go on YouTube. Don't do it. No, please don't do
I'm
it.
gonna
Oh!
do it.
Oh no! Don't. Why'd you stick it there? Oh! You're embarrassing me on the podcast, Harley. What can you
Yeah, well,
Bloody ouch!
sorry, not sorry.
Oh. All right. Well, after that, you can bugger off. No. Before we wrap up, we want to just we're eating pizza. Pearl poking in the wieners. No, she didn't get me there today. I'm wearing extra layers.
Got extra sharp pins, so.
No, you haven't. Ooh! Why don't you get death violence for a change? Why me?
I like
Bless
that
me too
part.
much.
Alright. Now, normally I would present you with a British saying, and you must try and figure out what it means. Well, this week, it's the same deal. So, okay, so I'm going to present you with this. Can you tell me what this phrase means? Now, if you know it, if you absolutely know it 100%, refrain from answering straight away and see if the other person can have a go. All right. So here it is. It's brass monkeys.
It's what?
It's brass monkeys.
First word, it's?
It's
Okay.
IT apostrophe S, brass BRASS, and monkeys, MONKEYS.
Do you have any
Is it something to do with the weather?
Oh.
Oh, interesting. It's brass monkeys.
I don't know why, but my brain went to like you having really hard balls.
Now that's clippable.
Like-
Okay.
Like you get kicked in the nuts and it didn't hurt, and they're like, "Damn, you got brass monkeys."
Yeah.
I like that. I like that one.
Is
I'm
that,
gonna use
am I
it.
close?
That's what I'm using it for. That's what I'm using it for now. That might not be what it means, but that's now what that means.
You were
alright?
closer with weather.
Changing the meaning.
You were closer with weather. It's brass monkeys. What do you think the weather is?
No.
Yeah,
TV
yeah,
is
you were
not-
very
TV
wrong.
is better. We're changing it.
Yeah,
We're
you changed
changing
it.
the meaning.
Unbelievable.
We gotta get the queen on the phone.
Rewriting it. Get the queen on the phone. We're changing the
What?
I'm talking to her, queen to queen. We're doing it.
Bugger the queen. Alright, going by the old description now. What kind of weather would you think Brass Monkeys is referring to?
Cold?
Cold weather.
Nailed it. So basically, the saying used to be,
Freezing balls.
it's so cold out there, it would freeze the balls off a brass monkey. And so that phrase became, it's a bit brass monkeys out there.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I like mine better.
It is the cold. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we were graced with the presence here of the horror queen, Harley.
We had to get rid of that cold here.
And we thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Sun-Dried Bunnies Podcast. Thank you. You've been a wonderful guest.
Thank you for having me.
The first VTuber, the first, I was going to say, the first alien. I meant Australian.
How could you drunk guy?
He got brass monkeys, says potatoes. I'm sorry, Harley. You're a demon. That's what I mean. You're a demon. Demon. Halloween is coming up. And we will not be here for Halloween on the Sun-Dried Bunnies Podcast. We'll be back in November. I'll still be around streaming. We've got shows coming up. In fact, next week we've got something quite good. I think something quite good coming up. We've got the late night lock-in. I mentioned that earlier. Me and Harley, after the main show, we'll be doing our usual late night lock-ins. Stay around at the after party as we delve into the dark side of the web. And we're looking at 13 Ghosts, the film, and some of the backstory and lore that they use to create each of the 13 ghosts, which is going to be great. We love the lock-in. It's always a good time. But next week we're going to have a comedy panel show, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Comedy panel show. I think it may be Twitch's first. I doubt it, but I think it might be the first original one. Especially for a small streamer, to sort of put on a low budget production that hopefully will have a high quality output. You can only hope. You never try for anything better, anything less rather. And it's basically, I think the best way to sell it to you guys, if you want to see Twatch, which is the name of the show, it's watching Twitch watch, Twatch. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
The best way to sum it up is, if you've ever seen Whose Line Is It Anyway, the improv comedy show. If you love that, then I think you're gonna love what we got. It's gonna be myself. I'm gonna be hosting. We're gonna have team captains, Scottish Meatloaf. I'm gonna have the Meatloaf, and new to the scene, Puns Are Blazing, who's actually Death Violet's 300th follower. There you go. Woo. Because I came over and asked her to be. But she was more than happy to do it and to meet you. And yeah, they're going to be team captains, and we're going to have Big Potato and Numa Guy as our first guest panelists. All happens next Sunday at the same time the podcast would normally start, that 10 p.m. slot for me, but 5 p.m. Eastern, 2% Pacific. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of craziness. I'm not revealing too much right now, but I really do hope you come support this. I think you may just fall in love with what we have for you, because I think what we're bringing to you is original for a stream and original for Twitch itself, and that's what I've been striving to do. As again, late night lock-in, Harley will be back here next Sunday, joining me for that. So that Halloween, DB, have you got plans for Halloween?
I don't know yet. I'm still debating. Halloween is me and Noda's anniversary.
Oh,
so
right.
I might just dedicate it to spend with him. But also, I really love Halloween, and I can't pass up a Halloween stream.
You hate horror games. You hate horror.
Oh, yeah, but I love Halloween.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Right.
Halloween's my favorite.
It's true.
What?
No. What are you going to play? What are you playing? Do you know what you're
I
playing?
don't know.
Oh, okay. I'm interested. I'm so interested. It's like Alien. It was just such an experience. Little nightmares.
I thought about like doing like a spooky craft or something. So I figured everybody's gonna be playing games.
Nice.
Like everybody's gonna play spooky games.
Someone said they were doing a pumpkin carving on stream. I can't remember who it was.
About that.
Someone said they were going to do it. I can't remember who it was. It's going to bother me now. Oh, it's really going to annoy me. I don't think it was Jack. Was Maggie going to do a pumpkin carving? Was it Maggie? Someone was. Damn, let's go. All right, mate. I'm doing it.
Do it faster!
Maggie, I think.
Oh, I
okay.
hate that noise. I hate that noise so much.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, that pumpkin carving. Oh, something spooky. I love that spooky craft. Love that.
Yeah.
So the first time I met Death Fights, we'll talk about this when we have Death Fights episode, it was actually during Little Nightmares, and she was sitting there holding your cat close, really close with your controller in your hand like that, really petrified, and she kept, obviously she was, I think she was still
nervous.
Yeah, you were still quite early in your streaming career, so like it wasn't like, hey, streamers are blowing, like chats are blowing up, right? Early days. But you kept doing the sideward glance,
Yeah, that's how I fucking look at my screen.
Yeah, I know. But back then you had a different setup because you were sitting well back from your monitor and everything, and you were looking at a very more tighter angle, so it was much more pronounced. But you were clutching. You looked so petrified. As if so, like.
I love that game. That's still one of my favorite games.
When you said you're doing a Halloween stream, I'm thinking, I can't wait because what? But I mean that about everyone really, because like this is my first Halloween on Twitch. I've never got to experience it. I wasn't on Twitch at all before January 1st. Like I never watched a stream, nothing. So I'm really excited to see what people are doing. I've already seen some cosplays happen, ideas for what they're going to do, like novelty stuff, like really original. I really can't wait to see what people do because it is a great fun season. I really don't care about Christmas, but like Halloween, that's where it all happens, So I can't wait. Myself, I plan to do. I don't know. Unfortunately, the Soul shows, is going to be like a continual thing on Sunday. The content in the middle of the week might require some shaking up again. Unfortunately, I think there will be a Halloween special. I don't know if it'll be on Halloween though. I mean, there's going to be so many Halloween specials. Is anyone going to be around?
Right.
Do you know what? Everyone I know.
Future, so my Halloween's a day before yours. So.
That's true. Yeah, maybe get a bit of an advantage over us in that regard. It's just like, it's not like, I don't mean everyone's going to show up or blah blah blah. But like, Halloween is a busy night anyway. Either if people have got plans, they're coming out, or or they're streaming themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, is it worth putting on a big show? If like Soulfest was different, it was weird, it was a lot of place, but like Halloween, everyone's doing the same thing. I'm gonna watch them streams is the plan. Nice. See, that's the thing. I want to see the streams. I want to see the Halloween streams too.
I mean, you could always do your if you did a Halloween stream, it doesn't have to be on Halloween.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of change that, or just doing some Halloween themed stuff over the course of several days, maybe. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll ponder it some more. I turn things around pretty quick, but obviously I want to focus on some of the shows we've got coming up.
That's exciting.
Like first year I get to hand out
too.
candy to trick or treaters. We never get them around here. They stopped. Like, the tradition died very early in my childhood. Yeah. Now you're lucky to get one person come up to your door, and then you just punch them in the face and close it. Yeah.
Right. It's not very big over here either, which makes me really sad because I love Halloween. So in my house, every day is Halloween, so it's okay.
Harley, I'm assuming you're going to be, you're the horror queen. I'm assuming you've got Halloween is your time to shine. I suppose you've got plans for movies and shit to watch, like marathons.
I will be streaming because it's one of my stream days.
You said on the day before. The night before for us, yeah.
Yeah, it would have been the night. It would be night before for you guys because I live in future land. But it's the day after, which will be your Halloween, I will literally just be sitting there, probably drunk. So much fun. So much fun. In some form of costume. Binge watching Halloween movies and throwing candy at children. We do get some, but not as many.
Okay. Yeah, ours just. We're also in a close as well. So, and we're inside number 9. We're right at the end of the street in the dark corner. Like no one comes down this way unless they get lost and think there's an alleyway. They're like, oh shit, this is scary. Bye. Yeah, soul lives here. I just see a silhouette of me in the window. Shut the curtains. No, Halloween's coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back in, I believe, 3 weeks' time. So there'll be 2 Sundays. Then the following Sunday, we'll be back here for the Sun-Dried Bunnies podcast. I think it works out November 5th or something along those lines. And that can't be right, can it? No, it'd be November 7th, I believe. Either way, that's when we're coming back. We'll be joined by Rafi V. Maril. You may have seen them around. They're a wonderful individual. I can't wait to talk to this guy. I've not had a one-on-one conversation with him outside of like occasional DM or just coming into chats. I'm going to be very much in my element. He loves a lot of the British humour. He's a linguist. I think what is the study? I know it, but what is the study of? I think he has a study of insects, or I believe.
Entomology.
Entomology, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I don't want to. I swear someone said that to me that he has. I've never actually spoken to him about it, but I know he's a linguist at the very least.
Nice.
So a lot of wordplay. Often he comes into chat and I'll say something. You go like, "Hold on a minute, tell me what that means in great detail." So I'm like, "Oh, here we go again." Yeah, he should have a look at my dictionary. Bloody hell. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're not done with the stream by a long shot. The podcast will be finishing, and we've got a new show for you. The lovely Big Potato in there, she's gone to Steam, and she's got 5 games that are $1 or less, and she must appease me. If she doesn't, then you will get to pick her punishment at the end of the stream. What games has she chosen? We'll find out in the potato sack. So what we're going to do is we're going to say goodnight, and we're going to hit the Be Right Back, and hopefully you guys will stay around and enjoy the show that me and Potato got prepared for you. So once again, I want to say thank you to Death Violets for hosting with me here on Sun-Dried Bunnies Podcast. Have a great holiday, time off. I can't wait to see you come back. You see you're doing a Halloween stream, so you've got another week. So will you be back before Halloween itself?
Yeah, so I'll be back in town next Sunday's the day I'm driving back into town.
So Halloween week,
so
basically.
After that, we will be back onto our regular scheduled forecast.
Awesome. Keep me updated. I can't wait to...
Yeah, I'll let you guys
You'll keep everyone though, but I want to know first. Oh no!
You just almost leaked crucial.
Yeah, I was going to say you're mad at me. I nearly leaked all the information. Yeah, because I stop myself. You know what I mean? You're going to get a pumpkin. All right, well, we'll still be on. We can come back hopefully. And Harley, of course, you can catch Harley over at her channel. Please go give her a follow if you're not already. I know some of you may have done that tonight. If not, that was bloody coincidental that offline 2 people came over and followed you. Well, sure, I mean, she's on fire. But if it was you guys, thank you very much for giving her the follows.
I'll go and I'll have a look. After the stream.
Either way.
I can't tab out because it keeps freezing me.
No, that's all right. We'll let you go. Harley, thank you so much for joining us. You catch her on her streams Wednesday. I think for most people it is actually Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday when they see you, right? Yeah.
Well, that's my days, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it works out time-wise that it's like for me it's lunchtime. I think if you're Eastern, it's morning, and if it's Pacific, it's very early morning. So. But either way, you know where Harley is. She's on that channel. She's here as well. Yes, absolutely. A lot of love, a lot of positivity, and we thank you once again for being here and our guest on the podcast. So, ladies and gentlemen,
thank you for having me.
Absolutely, of course, and we'll hope to have you back again. We're going to hit the Be Right Back screen, and we will then be back shortly with the potato sack. So, thank you, and farewell.
Yes. Bye-bye.